Hello, hello. Welcome back. It is Dana. We are here doing Peaky Blinders Season 4, Episode 4. It's called Dangerous. Last episode, it's been about 5 days, I think, since I watched the last episode, and I still cannot decide if I think what Polly is doing is of her own volition or if Tommy is somehow behind all of this, pulling the strings. So at the end of last episode, Polly met with Changreta, and she was basically like, listen, I'll give you Tommy, but you gotta spare everyone else. And I mean, Tommy is, probably the one he wants the most, but would Polly actually do that? I honestly can't decide. I mean, to be fair, she was almost hanged, and Michael almost died. So those are really good reasons, it feels like, for her to be pissed at Tommy enough to do this. However, I still can't buy that, and maybe I can. I don't know. This is the problem. I cannot decide whether or not she's capable of making this kind of a deal with him. I don't know. However, in addition to that, even though that's, I don't want to say the most important thing that happened, but that's what's forefront in my mind. Also, Arthur got completely attacked, and I'm still not entirely sure if the worker set him up to cause a diversion so that he would get down there, and then the Italians were able to, attack him, or if it was just, lucky, I guess. I'm not really sure. But he ended up killing both of them who attacked him. And all this was brought about by Linda taking Polly's advice, and, it was such a hot mess. And again, I don't really know how I feel about Linda either. I don't really understand why Arthur is in love with her. She seems mean to him, and she doesn't let him do any of the things that he wants to do. I don't know what it is about their relationship that he's drawn to it, I guess. I don't know. Regardless, I think that's probably the important points. I'm just so stuck on this Polly thing that I am probably forgetting other things that happened. Michael's alive. I think we mentioned that from the previous episode. But John is not, and that is part of the problem here. All right, so I'm sure more probably needs to be said, but I don't want to say more because I want to jump in and see if we're going to figure out what's happening with Polly. I feel like there's a very good chance that we won't know for a while, but let's see if we can find out. So here we go. Peaky Blinders, Season 4, Episode 4, Dangerous. Let's do it. All right, what do we got?
Tom. Good morning, Mrs. Ross.
Well, you see, tomorrow would have been my son's 21st birthday. Had he lived.
Who's your son?
I thought I would invite your brother, Arthur.
Is she the mother of the kid that Arthur killed in the boxing ring?
That's exactly forgiveness. Something like that. And also it's a way of saying...
I don't...
Sorry, can't live here.
No. She doesn't look like her.
Arthur, no.
I don't know.
He should come at midday.
Your husband takes about all right.
Is this a
One of us will be there.
ploy?
You ought to be Arthur.
Now I'm nervous about everything. I'm anxious. Now I don't know what's real and what's what's a setup anymore. They're all going. Wait, are they all going? Oh, yeah. Okay, so he is the boxer. Okay. But she doesn't look like the same woman who was his mom, who pulled a gun on Arthur.
Arthur will be here. 47 Artillery Square.
Dear Lord, forgive me.
Alright, so this is definitely...
Vengeance is forthcoming.
Okay. But they know, they're not stupid.
Right. The 2 ways into Artillery Square. You'll be here, Finn, covering the towpath.
I don't know, man.
Come down Navigation Street.
He should probably get a friend. Finn is not
Set up here as hawkers, selling stuff.
ready for this, I don't
When you get
think.
the signal from me, and I can open fire. Yep, I'll be here. These men coming for my brother, leaving him to be unarmed and unprotected.
That's scary. Yeah, Finn, I mean, they're counting on you. So has she not hired is the wrong word, but did she ask the Italians to come and do this, or does she just have her own people who are on the or who are willing to do this? I'm trying to remember what happened last episode, if there was any contact between her and Changretta. I can't remember. Isn't he, like, suspicious that there's no one here for this party they're having?
Mr. Shelby.
Am I the only one?
Thank you for the invitation.
Don't allow firearms in the house.
It's a good thing I'm not carrying a firearm then, ain't it?
Do you mind
Except
if I check?
you are. Like, we just saw you put a firearm in there. What did I miss? Alright. This is so suspenseful, and it's like the first minute.
Would you like some tea while we wait, Mr. Shelby? The other guests.
Oh my god, she's so nervous. And he's gotta know. Even if he didn't know, which obviously they do, he would by now. And this shot is the most gangster I think Tommy has ever looked. And here's my other, not question, but if these guys are like trained at this, there's no way they're not seeing all of this happening. Like, they have to be paying attention. Oh, Finn. I'm anxious for you. I'm anxious for everything! Right? Like, they're looking around. Why aren't they seeing them? Aren't they supposed to be good at this? I mean, there's no way she's
Before they get here.
gonna do it, right? No.
Do you think your repentance will mean you are forgiven of your sins?
I mean, isn't that how it works?
Forgiveness is out of my hands.
I mean, for murdering my son.
I think he knew what
What an accident.
you meant. And it wasn't
Because I've not
really.
yet found it in my heart to forgive you.
You're not a very good Christian.
Why have you invited me here today? Why did you invite me here today?
Oh, Finn. Are you sure? Like I said, you better be sure. Alright, there she goes. Alright. That was not inconspicuous, little girl. Why do you guys suck at shooting?
It's a fucking decoy! Bring the car out now!
Maybe... Oh, so she wasn't trying to be inconspicuous.
What are you doing? Arthur, they're not here for you. It must be Michael. Set me all right. Oh no.
Oh! Oh, Jesus Christ. I did not see this coming. Why am I so bad at this? Hospital, hospital, hospital!
Come on, Finn, let's go.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. All right. He's not gonna die, I don't think. This is too...
It looks well now.
Oh! Why? What is the point of that?
And tell your mother. We have a deal.
Oh my God, I was so caught up in what was happening, I totally forgot about that.
Come here. Michael, what happened, eh? What happened? The gun misfired. They're on the way.
That is not what happens. So he's covering for Polly. Oh my God.
Listen, Bonnie Gold, I'll be calling in 4 minutes. Tell them the Italians are on the road south. Rolls Royce, maybe 2, black.
I'm guessing that this is supposed to mean that the Polly Changretta deal is real because he didn't kill Michael when he had the complete opportunity to do so. So...
Che cosa? Sembra che ci sia un ostacolo, signor Changretta.
There's been an accident. It'll be clear in 20 minutes, all right?
Yeah, all right. Thank you, officer. Big fucking hell.
All right, so
918, ma che minchia sta dicendo?
is this another ploy? Does it seem suspicious? Now everything is suspicious.
Moving ourselves as fucking idiots.
Where are you gonna put it?
Whose wagon is that? The gypsies. Tribe of fucking gypsies. I said it'd be clear in 20 minutes.
All right, this is...
Let's go. We'll find another way out of here.
Is there another way out?
Go.
So if they went this way, they can't get through.
Come on, fucking move.
Oh!
Put the guns down. Put the guns down.
Oh! So these are the gold people, right?
He said, tell your mom that we have a deal. What deal?
Just be you and me going to Australia, Michael. Think about that.
What deal did you make with Luca Changretta?
Michael's mad.
A deal to spare your life.
In return for what?
Everyone else's.
You agreed to give up Tommy. To save my life. No, we don't do that to her.
Think. If it wasn't for me, you'd be smoke blowing out of a watery chimney.
Yeah, but now it's gonna be...
Think about that.
would you feel as Michael to know that because of me, I'm now causing the death of other people in my family? Like, that's a shitty thing to put on a kid.
We killed 2.
You also shot a copper.
Shot in the arm. With purpose. There's a copper on the floor. The Stratford constabulary swarm all over it.
I guess that makes sense. I
You
guess
yourself
Tommy
inflicted
thinks
no
so, too.
casualties this end, so...
Lucas and Gressa got away. You let them get away. When our paths cross, I won't be so careless.
Show is absolutely insane. In the best possible way.
Your insistence that I take a boat rather than a cab from the station wasn't purely for your own amusement.
No, for the avoidance of death or kidnap. By boat, you get to see the nicer
important.
parts of it. Shoeing, stabling, feed, 2 hours a day in the gallops. Did you think of a name?
A horse called Dangerous won the Epsom Derby in 1833, so I stole the name. I thought you'd approve.
Of theft?
Well, the good news is your horse is the fastest filly that I've ever ridden. You've lost your wife. And now your brother too. I thought it would make you different. But it doesn't seem to change you. Nothing seems to change you.
So, do they have like a jealous contention thing going on? Because they both have some sort of relationship with Tommy?
No,
No trains to London till tomorrow.
it wasn't in any of the papers. So where will I stay in your city?
I'll be free at 4. I can meet you then.
Meet and do what? I'll book myself a room.
Already done. The Midland, Slate. Stay with myself sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, since I'm stuck here, maybe I should try your gin.
4 o'clock then.
Where?
I'll find you.
What is she supposed to do between now and 4 o'clock? A. B. You're just gonna run all over and look for her?
Fuck's that about, Lizzie? Eh?
Have a guess.
No, I can't even guess anymore.
Why, she's still here! Something to do with the coal miners, apparently.
Okay, she's definitely jealous. Can't believe Linda's here taking bets.
Mrs. Gray.
You shouldn't be calling her there.
That at any time we can reach your son. And we will kill your son if you cannot deliver Tommy Shelby as you promised. You just tell us where and when, and we'll do the rest.
So now it's real, Polly. So now you have to live with this decision that you made. A. B. Why the hell is he calling her here?
Where is he?
Fucking.
Fucking what?
Fucking her.
What's Tommy's diary looking like for the rest of the week?
Oh, fuck Tommy and his cock and his chin. Read my leaves, Paul. You haven't done my leaves in ages.
I haven't done anyone's leaves for ages. I'll read tea leaves if you go and get Tommy's diary.
And why can't you just go get the diary yourself? And why isn't she wearing shoes?
See if Tommy's got a free afternoon in the next 7 days. Make sure he keeps it free.
Just read my leaves, Paul.
Already have? Stop drinking whiskey. Switch to stout.
Oh god, is she pregnant?
Add that baby in your tea leaves.
I guess here's Bonnie. So is... Did she know? I don't know. There's so much happening right now. I mean, if Lizzie is pregnant with Tommy's kid, that would definitely make her jealous. of him having sex with May.
You don't have to earn your money. We're paying you anyway. Is he ready? I'll put him down as a welterweight, Midlands Division, amateur turning pro. Just need your counter signature.
In 30 years, I've never seen a raw boy so ready. And that's 200.
Gonna go for Booty's good. See with Callis to the boot on me, John.
There are too many storylines happening right now.
You're going to take a walk along the canal. You'll also need this.
Are you serious?
Italians north. You'd any sense, Mrs. Carlton? You'd get out of here now. Curly can sail you to snow.
I said I would wait.
The man you're waiting for doesn't exist.
Strikers blocked the Coventry Road. Made all the men get off the bus.
Where were the police?
They were busy. Apparently there was a report of armed men in the Small Heath area. And there was a murder at the Summer Lane Hospital.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Tommy?
The strikers, they said come the revolution, their names would be on a list. Like in Russia. Factories are shut. Mines are shut. Coal's running out. Did you ever consider the possibility that the communists might win? And you and me?
I don't know that any other working man can achieve what you've done here.
Laid her up. 4 o'clock.
Is it?
What do you think?
Nice. A little sweet.
How much of that gin did you drink?
What is this, a hobby?
Not really a time for hobbies. This is more of less of a hobby, more of a venture. Since the start of Prohibition, I've been sending single malt Scotch whiskey to Boston, to Halifax, Nova Scotia. Immigrate to car parts. American women drink as much booze as the men. And women, apparently, prefer gin.
I don't particularly prefer gin. A really good gin is nice,
Potatoes.
but it's not something I could drink more than
All turned into US
one
dollars.
drink of.
We're up and running. We'll produce over 200 gallons a week.
Is that a lot?
You're unlike any man I've ever met.
The truth about the gin, sweetheart.
And the gin.
Too sweet.
He said he'd booked a room.
Oh, looked sweet.
Me book a taxi, I'll go. If only you could.
If only I could what? If only you could change. Go and say it. If only you could change the bad. And the good is like, you fucking people.
I'm not really interested in this relationship so much here.
Come with me.
I thought that gin was too sweet.
I'm sweet, son. Nice for you to bring women back. Bring your mates. Play games, gamble. It's Artillery Square. Place is full of communists.
I don't
Strikers.
know that he should be here alone. That's a
Shelby
bad
will
idea.
keep them in order.
I mean,
Light the fucking fire.
Finn is a Shelby,
Take some
but
of this shit's off the walls.
he's like a
Curly
baby.
be overlaid.
I wouldn't have been able to pull that trigger.
I knew
I
it.
know I wouldn't. They would have just walked past. I'm not John. No, I'm not.
No,
We didn't think you were going to be John.
no, you're not. In the end, it's God who pulls that fucking trigger anyway. We don't get to decide who lives and who dies, Finn.
You do. I watch you do it all the time.
Flick a switch in your head.
How? I feel like I'm with Finn. I don't think I could do it either. There's a difference, it feels like, between some of the other illegal shit that gets done and actually killing someone.
Charlie said it wasn't safe to walk by the canal.
He's right. Here's your carriage. You can catch the 7:15 train.
I thought there was a strike.
Gave you that idea. But I can't help. I wanted you to stay. Normally I get my own way. Losing.
Thank you, Kay.
We will not accept any constant pay. We will not accept working longer hours at the same wage. Shoulder to shoulder with the coal mines. We will stand united, cornerstone, to surely college our city.
Ada looks unimpressed.
I'd like to buy you a drink. I'm afraid the pubs around here don't allow unaccompanied female drinkers. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm Ada Thorne. Formerly Shelby. Of a settlement proposition that might...
Sorry, ladies, we don't.
Don't what? What are you drinking, ladies? That's what you're supposed to say.
Yes. Sorry. What are you drinking?
Beer, pint. There's more than one way to achieve equality. Before you begin to congratulate yourself, not impressed with your power to terrify people. Whereas I am impressed. Used to advocate armed revolution, Shelby Company Limited is prepared to offer parity for male and female workers across all the factories in our ownership. In return for something very unusual, very typical of my to sit down with you and talk.
But
He
they've
withdraws
done
his
that.
pay cut with no need to talk. He wants to talk about socialism and revolution. Beneath it all, my brother's a very rational man. Beneath all what? Tell your brother that when we take power, all means of production will be owned by the workers. Essential industries will be taken into state. Aren't you a bit sorry you jumped ship too soon? He wants to take you for dinner. I really have nothing. He's suggesting dinner in a scrap metal yard. Said you'd appreciate the sentiment. If you don't show up, the offer of parity is withdrawn. This is not how you conduct union business.
And who's to say how you conduct business, as long as business gets done. Oh God, every time Alfie shows up, I get nervous. Something bad's gonna happen. Seems pretty deserted around here.
Where is everyone?
I don't know. Oh.
Thank you.
Let me show you how it's done. Alright, Alfie, he's here. Stop. It's killing me.
Morning, Alfie.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is
How come
morning.
everybody's in fucking bed?
That
We
dude's
introduce you to David.
huge.
Assume that David's out of bed.
Bonnie is not that big.
I hear that you've got Italians, mate. You've got a kestrel for them and all.
Yes. I have a kestrel for them as well.
Well, everything is confirmed, yeah. You're back where you belong, Tommy.
I know you don't touch it, but you have a good nose.
Right, well, you've got to ask yourself seriously, though. Nah. The Americans want it sweeter.
What are the Sicilians?
They're still using Sabini for vehicles and for places to stay.
Reinforcements? How many got here?
11. Enough to drop a bounty rapper's balls.
Which side are you playing for, eh?
Kid, hell. What kind of world is it to bring up children?
Sorry, the Romano approach you.
Yeah, come pass.
This is why we have to ask what side you're on.
If the Italians win, then I'm planning on leaving. And after me, it'll be him, and then you. Then the Titanic. And the fucking mafia, Alfie. They've come here. Can't believe.
Mr. Shelby! Come to talk prayers for the fight.
Oh.
Your kestrel. I am the uncle, her the protector, and the promoter of that fucking thing right there who
Jesus
that there,
Christ, Alfie,
right,
it's
is the southern counties welterweight
every
champion.
time Alfie's
He's of mixed religion,
talking,
therefore he's-
I never know what the
so he
hell's
was a
going on.
turf field.
How
Like the versus on
is Bonnie supposed to fight him?
any man that you put before him, right, it'd be like entering a fucking threshing machine, mate.
Name the day, Mr. Shelby.
Okay. He's got some balls on him, that kid. So I'm guessing that the last episode of this season will be Friday.
Your mother wants you to go to the foundation. Prize giving.
Just you.
Just me. What?
No reason.
Bad idea.
Bye, Michael.
I'm very surprised that Michael's not saying anything. That's a hell of a thing to be sitting on your conscience.
Have a good weekend.
Unless this is Friday today. I mean, was the opening of the diary supposed to indicate that that's today, the Friday? Or just a reminder that it's coming? The more I think about it, the more I think it's supposed to indicate that today is that Friday. I mean, today is Friday. No, this is not good. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess it's Friday. And I guess this is a real thing. Like, like, I think that it's like she really did it. I don't have to wonder anymore if Tommy was behind this whole thing, because I don't think he is. I think that Polly really did it. It kind of makes me want to cry. Okay, so this episode, as per usual, fucking great. I don't know. I can only assume that somehow the way that Tommy is going to get out of this is going to be Michael stepping in. Because I cannot imagine, especially knowing the way that he feels about the family and the way that he made Polly sort of, help out Tommy. Even though she didn't want to, she did it for Michael because Michael said it was the right thing to do. I cannot fathom that he's going to be able to walk around with this on his conscience, knowing that Polly essentially traded his life for Tommy's. So every second that Michael is alive, he knows essentially that he sent Tommy to his death. Now, if Polly didn't tell Michael this, not an issue. But since Polly has told Michael this, does he have an obligation to tell Tommy? Yeah, I think he does. And I think that he thinks he does. And I don't think he's going to be able to just let Tommy go off to his death. So I do think that somehow or other, Michael is going to be the one who stops or at least helps Tommy going forward. Because, okay, so this episode ended. This is episode 4. There are 2 more episodes in this season. And Tommy pulled away, and there were like 4 of Chingreta's guys in that flower van or whatever they were in. It doesn't really matter, to follow him. So unless something crazy happens, and it's going to, I'm sure, those are not good odds. So something's gonna happen. I'm not sure what yet. The other thing that I think was interesting is that Finn said plain as day what I think we all know is that he's not John, and he doesn't have that kind of violent streak, I guess, in him that some of the other brothers have, and he wasn't able. And he said to Arthur, I couldn't have done it. They would have walked right past me and I wouldn't have been able to kill them. And I don't think I could either. But this is also what I've been saying. Like, Finn is not the person you want, like, as a primary, solitary lookout, protector, security, whatever, because he is not that kind of person. Now, I don't know if as the show continues and goes forward that will change and he will grow to have more of that kind of a role. But right now, I would not in any way trust Finn to have my back, so to speak. At least not where the consequence is death. Yeah. And then also the, Mrs. Ross or whatever, is gone, and now Arthur thinks that Finn should just move into her apartment. I don't exactly know what's going on with that, because he said a lot of it had to do with, like, communists in the area, which then leads me to the whole Ada Jesse Eden thing, and I don't know exactly what's happening there. I know that there is very little work happening because everybody's on strike because of Jessie. Not because of her, but, she's in charge of this. So, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how that's going to play into. I feel like it's going to have somewhat of a big role going forward, at least for the rest of this season. And I also had to think about the fact that the cops, at some point earlier in this season, I believe it was, were looking into Ada because of her, like, communist connections, even though she doesn't really seem to have them anymore. So something's got to happen with that sort of storyline there. I just don't exactly know what it is. The other thing, I think, is that, and I don't really know what the whole boxing match thing seems like not really that important. Like, I understand that Gold is agreeing to all of this essentially because he wants his son to be like a famous boxer, and so does the son. But I don't really know, like, why? Like, what does it add to the story? Am I missing something, or is it just what it is? And also, which leads me to Alfie. Every fucking time Alfie is on screen, I don't know what is happening. Thank God for captions, and I know that these captions are not entirely correct, because they can't be. But, oh my God. Like, the man talks like nothing I've ever heard before. It is absolutely batshit crazy. And then he had the gall to question whether Tommy, when he's like, what side are you on? Like, dude, you have double-crossed him more than once already. Like, how could you be upset that he asked you this? So, I don't know, man. But this show is absolutely batshit crazy in the best way. And that makes it sound like it's not batshit. It's batshit, like, intense and insane and engaging. It's not like batshit crazy like Pretty Little Liars or something that really is batshit crazy. Yeah, so is that all I want to say? I don't know. The only other thing I want to mention is the last shot when Tommy drives away and then Chingretta and his men follow behind, and then we get that last lingering shot of Polly watching. I don't know. I'm wondering if she is going to have a last minute change of heart, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she and Michael will get together and help him in the end. I don't know. Like, I can't see either one of them just leaving Tommy to die. But Changreta has made it very clear to Polly that if she doesn't deliver Tommy, he's going to kill Michael. So really, it feels like the only outcome in which we win is if we take out all the Italians. Like, end all of Sabini's men too? Oh, jeez. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm very excited to find out. So I'm going to stop there because it's been a while that I've been chatting about this now. So I'm going to go. Hopefully you had a good time. I certainly did. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you again very soon because I cannot wait that long to see what's going to happen. So, bye.